Hey guys, it's ZD here, and I am super excited to be going over something that I absolutely know is so valuable for you. And I'm going to make this short, I'm going to make this concise, and I know you're going to get a lot of value. What are the 5 ways, if I was starting again, to make my first million? What would I do? I'm going to give you the 5 principles that I work with every single one of my one-on-one clients through. So what I take them through, and pretty much I'm going to go over the 5 things that you need. Now, these 5 things I've developed in the last decade. So these 5 things I know absolutely work. I went to masterminds, coaches, everything that you would see in this space. And so many people out there aren't teaching what I'm about to teach. Some are, but I'm going to teach you so many things that you will benefit from so your business can actually grow. Now, the first thing that you need to grow a $1 million company is, number 1, you need mindset. Now, I'm going to keep this very simple. Now, I don't mean mindset work and, all this stuff around journaling and, doing that. I mean actually programming your system. How do you program your system? 96% of the day today is you are sleeping awake. What the hell does that mean? 96% of today you are sleeping awake, you're unconscious. That means 96% is the unconscious habits of yesterday. Now, if you journal, if you do something that doesn't shift your emotions or it doesn't tap into your subconscious mind, then nothing's going to change. That's why I created a 6 times a day method. Now, the 6 times a day method, let me break down why it works. Number 1, meditate 6 times a day. Why? Because I don't trust your mind. I don't trust you. If you've been broke up to this point, I don't trust your actions. I don't trust what you're going to think about because you're going to run the program. It's not that I don't trust you as a person. I don't trust your programming. So what we do is we meditate, we do a morning routine. This is what most people do. Just do a morning routine. But then they don't 3 hours later reprogram the compass needle. Let's just say your compass needle is in scarcity and you're living your life in scarcity. This is the programming system. So no matter what you do, you might do a morning routine and you start feeling better. This feels good, this feels bad. And then all of a sudden, 3 hours later, you go back to your unconscious program. Why? Because it feels natural for you. We go back to what feels natural. If being broke and your account right now is broke, you're natural to being broke. You're just running that program. So what we've got to do is every 3 hours we bring this, and then all of a sudden it comes back, and then you rewire it. You do it for 6 to 8 weeks, and you will see a massive shift in your life, in your finances, in the clients that you have, and the business that you run. But most people can't even do this basic stuff. So what I really mean is programming. I need you to program yourself every single day. This is number 1, and I'm doing it in this order. Because I know if you don't do it in this order and you're just like, I just want to go straight to sales, I just want to go straight to how do I market, you're going to fail. This is how you make $1 million. If you want to do it this way without spending a cent on advertising and not literally living your life in scarcity, do it this way. I've helped 410 plus clients do it. I know this will work for you. So that's number 1. Number 2, and the action step, I want to give you an action step for each. The action step is do my 6 times a day method. It's that simple. Number 2, money. What is your relationship with money? Tell me this right now. What do you believe about money? Think about it. What do you believe about money? Did you watch one of my last videos where I talked about financial thermostat? Where's your governing system right now inside your mind? Do you feel in scarcity when you're asking for a sale? What is your current reality? If you were from a bird's eye view watching down on your behavior every single week, would you be inspired because that person lives in abundance? Or would you be like a little bit like, whoa, that person literally lives in scarcity? Because I can tell you right now, if you're not inspired by your financial position right now, by the financial mindset that you have, you're going to struggle making money in this game. I say to people all the time, people are like, oh, coaching industry is like really easy to grow and everything like that. No, it's easy to get into, but it's hard to grow. That's just truth. It takes work. It takes relentless commitment to focusing on you every single day. You're going to have ups and you're going to have downs. That's just part of the game. You're going to have challenges. You're going to have times where people don't buy from you. But it takes courage to keep going, keep going, keep going. I can't believe I lasted 10 years, but I can tell you if you're lasting the game and you're consistent with these principles, you will win long term. But think about it. How is your relationship with money? You have scarcity around it. Money is such a valuable tool in life. It's a part of life right now. So you may as well master it, right? You know, think about it. I don't want to master it. Money's bullshit. I don't believe in the system. I don't believe in then be broke. Struggle to eat quality food. Because guess what? Money can buy quality food. Money can buy that quality program to help you upgrade. Money is the game. And if you don't have a healthy relationship with it, nothing's going to change. I went to mastermind to mastermind to mastermind, course, seminar to seminar to seminar. And you know what? No one talked about money like this. No one told me that I have a programming system in my mind that keeps running the same program every single day. And I'm telling you, most coaches might make a 20K month, but guess what? The next month's going to be 1K. Why? Because your relationship with money. It's not a strategy. It's you, and you need to become valuable. Because I can tell you, if you become valuable and you have a healthy relationship with money, your whole financial game will change. The outer world follows the inner world. We have a financial bank account, which is physical, and an emotional bank account, which is emotional. So if I start bathing my cells every single day, whether it's through my programming system, but I start, whether it's get cash out from the ATM, have money around you. And whatever you're around, and you start bathing your cells in abundance, what will start showing up out there? It'll catch up because I'm raising my emotional bank account. And if outer world follows inner world, the outer world will naturally follow the inner over a period of time. I know, guys, I haven't told you anything about strategy right now, but these two principles are the golden ticket to your freedom. Most people don't want to focus on it. I don't want to focus on it because it's too hard, but I promise you, it might be sexy, but it's worth it. It might be the thing of, I just want to learn sales, I just want to learn the skills, but it's worth it. These two are what most people don't teach, and that's why most people in the space do not have clients that are making crazy amounts of money consistently. Then we go to number 3, you need to have. So the action step for this, and when I say action, so the action step, I want to start small with this. I want you to go down to the ATM, get $1,000 out, $5,000, whatever it is, and just have it around you for 6 to 8 weeks and tell me what starts to change in your physical reality. I remember I did this with a client and he just got $1,000 out. He started having it next to all these phone calls. He was on a phone call, he was on a video call, and he just put it next to it. If the subconscious mind picks up everything around you and millions of bits of information and then deletes, distorts, and generalizes it and then brings it down to just 7 bits of information, it focuses on what's important. That's what the reticular activating system is. And if money's important to you and you have money around you, you're going to keep manifesting more of that. So if I have money in my reality all the time, I'm going to make more money. The thing that I used to do is I used to have $1,000 always. I'd zip it up, but I'd have it in my pocket. And I just feel it. Whenever I'd feel that scarcity feeling, I would have to touch the money. And I just feel I had it. It's mine. It's right here. I'm in abundance. And it just changed my state straight away. The more I do that, just like I said on the one, the more I'm reprogramming my compass needle. So do the action step. Go down, get money out, and tell me over a 4 to 6 to 8 week period how you feel differently around money. Number 3 is niche. Now, I just want to kind of talk this through with you. Niche to me has to be profitable. There's 2 keys that I always say with niche. Number 1, it has to be profitable. So if there isn't a profitable market and you try to do this really specific market that has no one in there, then the reality is it's going to be a lot more challenging for you to grow. But number 2, you need to have a way to be at the top of that niche. What I mean is this, I don't want you to just come into a niche and say, oh, it's profitable, but I have no drive to be at the top. No, I want you to be at the top of that niche. I want whatever niche. You're a business coach, you better be at the top of the business coach. Your relationship, you better want to get to the top of that relationship. That's a hunger. And that hunger is going to push you through to get people across the line because you're going to believe subconsciously inside you that you are the best at what you do. And if you believe that at some level, it'll come across in your marketing, it'll come across in your sales, it'll come across with everything. But really niche, and add on to this, number 3 is niche and also having multiple programs. Now, what I do with people is when you're clear on a niche, everything needs to lead up to that top niche. Now, what do I mean? Let's just say for me, I help people make a lot of money in the coaching space. My ideal client is a coach, usually making 100K or more, and these people want to scale it to $1 million, and they want to do it without hustle. They want to do it in flow. They're not doing internal work. Their money's very inconsistent. these people are wanting to have consistency. They're wanting to make more money in their business and enjoy the game of life, the way they're living it. Now, that's the ultimate ideal client. But you have two clients. Number one, the ultimate ideal client, that's who I want to work with. That's who I'll take on one-on-one. The top tier. Yours might be a mastermind, so you put them into the top tier. The lower we go, we can broaden the niche a little bit. But it still needs to lead at some level. Like I have a Millionaire Mindset Academy program that's for everyone. It could literally be for someone that's a taxi driver, an Uber driver, for everyone. And the same Uber driver will get value as a coach would get value. So it's a mindset coaching program. It has nothing to do with business, but it entertains the thought of becoming a coach. So it still leads. So this is where the massive bath is, the massive pull of the low tier offers, which might cost $2,000. And as you go up the list, it's going to go $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. That's what we call an ascension model. We have top tier offers that are more specifically to getting a specific result. And then when you go down, you can broaden the niche a little bit. So many people say, no, never broaden the niche. And it's just like so wrong because you have so much value. And a lot of people say, I can help people with this, I can help people with this. I would say everything just needs to lead up to the next level. Like I'm helping a lady from the UK. And she has an amazing method. It's the 4X method. If you're watching this, you might be watching. She has a 4X method of scaling someone's business to 4X. And I helped her really map this out. So now she's the 4X woman. So this is her top tier offer. She puts it in her masterminds, in her one-on-one. She gets like, $2K a month or whatever it is. And then as she goes down, she has a different system. She has more of a confidence building, a money system. Now, is this confidence and money system just for business owners? No, it could be people just wanting to become into business or startups. People in jobs that are wanting to move towards this. So it's for more broader people, but it still gets a powerful outcome. And then as you go up next, she might have an event. She's ran an event. Now, this event might be $2,000 or something like that. And then as we go up, I'd have a mastermind for $10,000 and one-on-one for $20,000. You need to have multiple programs. The reason I say that is not just having one program. A lot of people say, have your one program and stay solid with that. The reason that doesn't work is because if you have one program, what if someone can't afford that program? It doesn't matter about your sales ability. Everyone says, no, you can move people across the line. No, if they literally do not have money, you will not get them across the line. But what if you had a downsell? What if they couldn't afford $10,000, but they could afford $2,000? So you're losing money on the phone call because you're not strategic around this. So you have to have low tier offers. Every call you get on your business, you should be producing money. That's the ultimate goal. If I have a store right now and it's a clothing store and I have a suit, then that's my most expensive offer. Someone comes in, I might be able to sell them the suit, but I'm damn well going to try to sell them the hat. Now I'm going to sell them something, right? Because I want revenue. Revenue means money equals business, growth. That's the game here. So one of the action steps that I would take, and this might be very, very simple, is have multiple programs. And I don't have time to create. No, just create it on a map. You don't need to create the whole program yet. You just need to have the map of it and then just sell it. And as soon as you sell one or two people into it, just say, hey, I'm launching it in 21 days. And then you have 21 days to pull off the program. Get creative right now. Write up the program that you want. Maybe run an event. Choose a date that you're going to run an event and just go for it. That's what I would say action step for that. Then we go down into marketing. And not just marketing, personality. Personality and marketing. What do I mean? Number 4 is you need to have the right personality for marketing. It's not as easy as going to a marketing strategy or saying, hey, let me just get some Facebook ads together and my marketing's going to work. It will not work. Why? Because you don't have the personality. Well, the thing that I did when I first started my business, I had to realize, who did I need to be? Who do I need to be right now? What do people want? Well, people want someone that's charismatic, that's confident, that's loud, that's, tries to make people up or whatever it is. I molded myself in this person because I needed to fold into an identity. And that's why, if you've watched other of my videos, I always say ZD. Why? Because I built ZD into an identity. He's the business coach ZD. He's the mindset coach ZD. And I have Zach. So when I get off this camera, I can go back to Zach. I can be the husband. I can be the father. I can be whatever, right? But if I'm Zach on camera or I'm running an event or I'm the coach, I can switch into this identity. It's my personality that I've built. I've built my personality, my confidence. And you can still have that as well. I see people online and you just see them. They're lacking confidence. They have no personality. I'm like, how the hell is this person ever going to succeed? Personality is the game first, and then we go into marketing strategies. Now, marketing strategies are going on platforms and being consistent. People are crazy. I always say to people when they come to me, I'm like, hey, I need you to do 2 videos a day, 2 content pieces a day on every platform, just go hardcore, and they obviously have a strategy around it. But this is what most people are doing. They're not even coming to the frame of being consistent online. How is someone going to pay you when they don't know you? This video right now, I don't know who it's going to reach. I don't know who it's going to reach in 10 years. I don't know any of this. But there's one thing I know for sure, I'm just going to keep pumping them out. I've done thousands of videos over the last 10 years, and I can tell you, I've got messages from people from seeing videos 5 years ago, and I'm like, damn, you haven't seen my videos now, they're way better. You know, but the more you just keep pumping content, the more chances you're going to have. And as you do more videos, you get better on videos. There's different kind of posts that you can do. There's written posts that you can do in marketing, and you've got to have strategies around it. I have a 5 kind of process that I do with my clients where if you're like, I don't know what to post each week, I have a 5-step process. Now, the 5-step process is very simple. Number 1, you got to have a video every single week, usually 2, and then you have another video. So you can get creative. I'm not going to go over the signature system on this, but that's very important as well, but that leads into marketing. A signature system is pretty much just having your 5-step system. You know, if someone comes to me, this is my 5-step system. This is how I help people. This is what I walk people through. This is what we call a signature system. So I usually help people work theirs out. So whether they go on a podcast, whether they go on a YouTube channel, whatever they go on, they speak on stage, they know what they're talking about. You know those coaches that keep talking about something different every single time? And I'm like, where's the consistency? If you're really walking your talk, there's not much you need to talk about. You just need to keep hammering the same message, the same message, the same message until it goes inside someone's mind. But usually I say 2 videos a week, simply. This could be a startup strategy for you. 2 videos a week, 1 authority post. An authority post is come up with 20 things that pisses you off about your industry. You know, the niche that you're in or something like that. Write that. That's an authority post. Claim your voice on it. Most people in this space are scared of just owning their freaking voice because they're worried about the opinions of others. Couldn't give a shit about the opinions of others. Hate me, love me, I don't care. The reality is I'm going to keep hammering this message. Why? Because I found my voice. So find your voice, be the authority. Another post you can do is a relatable post. You know, writing up something's relatable. You know, there's the stuff around my story. I remember I've wrote many stories how I've been broke, how I didn't have money, and I was over in Bali and I missed my flight home. I'm not sure. If you look through my content, there's so much relatable stuff. So relatable means you connect with me. Authority means you stand on the shoulders and you're demanding a message. You have authority, you have leadership, and you need to have both as a leader. You need to have both. Most people swing too far on the pleaser side, being nice and kind, and that's why no one buys from them. But if you go on the other side, you show leadership all the time, it's kind of like too much. So you got to balance it out, and you got to use your sensory acuity and be really acutely sensitive to you on how you're moving, how you're speaking. But this marketing, I have so many strategies. Guys, if you want help with this, get on a call with one of my team and they'll help you for this for free. Just literally comment below, send me a message and we will help you. And the action step for that would be write up. It's what I call what I call stories. Your book of stories. Be the author of your stories right now. Get a book out this weekend or this week and just write out all the stories of your life, all the memories of your life. So just write it out. Don't think you're going to post anything. Just write up all the stories and then start writing these little copy pieces that you can post online to help people connect with you at a deeper level. That would be the action step. And then number 5 is sales. Sales is probably a huge thing for people that come in the coaching industry because they're like, I don't want to offend people, I don't want to hurt people, because it's a really vulnerable thing. You're getting on a call with someone and calling someone out. Well, there's some principles that I'd probably help you with this is if you need to be the authority on the phone. I feel like this is huge for so many coaches that they have that more pleaser mentality, and I say you need to move towards being more of an authority. Now, how do I become more of an authority? Simply, tell the truth. It's that simple. Right now, I'm going to tell you the damn truth on this video. When I get on a call with someone, I'm going to tell the truth. If they're struggling right now, I'm going to call them out. And I'm going to tell them the truth. Why? Because I care. You not telling them the truth because you're like, I'm worried about what they think and I'm trying to be nice is actually not being nice. The reality is if I tell the truth, I freaking care. You being a pleaser means you don't care. You care about your own needs. You care about your own insecurities. It's bullshit. But what happens when you come from a higher place? You say, no matter what, I'm just going to freaking tell the truth on this call. You'll win. A simple strategy would be if you get on a call with someone, figure out what these two things are. What do they want? Because that's the outcome that you're going to sell at the end of the call. And number two, what's the pain that's holding them back from freaking going for it? You figure out those two things, I can pull you like a string. If I know what you want most, and I also know what you fear most, I can influence you any way I want. Think about that for a second. If I start talking about money and it's something that you don't have and you really want it, you're emotional about it. Let's just say you have an insecurity and maybe, someone said to you years ago that you're not going to make it. And I poke on that and say, remember what that person said? You're not going to make it. Pain. It's going to lead to a decision. You just got to use it the right way. And there's so many ways. I have videos coming out in the next week or two on sales, so you can dive deep on masterclasses around that. But guys, these are the triggers. So what I would do is I would get a friend or a family member or something like that, and I would start practicing this for 20 minutes every single day. And if you don't have any family or friends or anything like that, practice with yourself. Practice the objections with yourself. But that would be an action step that you could take. Now guys, these are the things that I help people with. I had a client that I've done a case study with. It's posting out next week. This client made $150,000 money throughout the period of time of working in under 90 days of working together. She was struggling before we started working together. She was nowhere near it. But you know what? She went through the strategy with me. She followed these two absolutely like a hawk. And then everything else is easy. When you get these two set up, which most people don't teach, if you want to work with me, reach out to me. Come to one of my events. I can promise you, you will absolutely love whatever we help you with. If you love this video and you've even got a tiny little bit of value, I'm telling you, you've only touched the surface of what the potential is. If you work with me or one of my team, I have a team of trained coaches that can help you as well, or you just want to come to my event, reach out to me. I'd love to help you with this. But guys, think about it. I had this client make $150,000 in under 90 days. Her life's completely changed. She doesn't have to go back to a job anymore. It's freaking gone. Her mindset's changed in 90 days. 90 days ago, has your finances changed to where it is today? Well, if the answer is no to that question, the next 90 days is going to be the same. Why? Because you're going to keep running your 96%. If you allow me to help you, if you allow me to come into your mind and influence that 96%, your whole world and your whole life will change. Guys, that's my message for you right now. Subscribe, like, comment your biggest learning on this. And guys, have an incredible day. And I'll talk to you all very soon.